There we go. And I am going to welcome everyone. It is Tuesday night, and this is the Superstars of Business. And I'm so excited because we have Double D back, David Dillingham, and guests. And for those of you who don't know Mr. D, or Double D as he's referred to by all of us who love him. Here we go. Nope, wrong one. Go backwards. There he is. Now, for those of you that, okay.
Oh my God,
now,
where did you get these?
okay, how many people here knew that David was a boxer? Come on, let's get honest here. Whoops. I hit the wrong button here. So David, Mr. David Dillingham, boxer extraordinaire.
No, I'm sorry. No. Do you see the size of that guy I'm training with?
Yes, he's like quite large, grande, big.
He can stand there and kick the ceiling.
Really?
Oh.
So you call him Mr.
I call him my dear friend.
You have lots of dear friends. You know, in this industry, I don't know anyone who's probably as well loved as you are, David.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say, but that's totally, I'm sorry. I can't believe, I mean, there are too many, yourself included, everybody on this call. Hey, I'm just like, I am just exactly like everyone else. There's nothing, I live in the moment. I give it my best every day. I give it all I got. And I'll tell you that those three kids up there,
yes,
those are my grandchildren. That's the reason I'm in Colorado. Well, and my daughter too. She's not there, but of course her. But anyway, that was kind to say, but come on, that's really stretching it.
no, it's not. So we are so excited to have you on tonight. We've had you on before, but it's a new time. It's a new season. And you and Lonnie, Lonnie was on earlier, if you were on RX Live. Lonnie was on, and well, David was on too. He taught everybody how, we know that David went to school and learned all the different states of the USA. He did a very good job. But Lonnie was on and gave us, and spoke a little bit. But you know, David, this is, I think, what many people are wondering. And if you're on this call tonight, many of the people on this call, they're business people. They may be network marketers. They may be in other businesses. I know there are some people on this call tonight who are business people and were considered non-essential and are looking to see what their next avenue is. So my question to you is, you're the corporate guy, right? You and Lonnie found this great big organization with cutting edge technology. It's not cosmetics. It's actually comes out of the medical research. You start a network marketing company. You become an equity owner of Ariix, and you're going to the field. Why, at this point in this time, would you go back to the field?
Let me correct something. At this exact moment in time, oh no, never mind. Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so it's official, or it's in, because I know until the merger is complete, we have a lot of things that are in works.
There's a lot of things going on, but kind of like probably many of you on this call, when we merged, Lonnie and I both decided that it was probably, and I'm doing this tongue in cheek, pretty good idea to make a little investment in this company. And New Age Ariix is just an outstanding opportunity for everyone, whether you want to enjoy the wonderful products, whether you want to take another step and be a part of the field and build a group like Lonnie and I are going to do again. But and I do want to address that. This is just a wonderful time in everybody's life, a wonderful opportunity in everybody's life to create beautiful lives. And at Nucerity, we always said through love, respect, and partnership. And I know that I see some of our people on here, but boy, this is going to be huge. And everybody should, this is going to be hard to imagine. And I'm just a very, very positive person, but I can't get my arms around just how great. I just know it's going to be wonderful. And I hope everybody here understands the opportunities that each of us have and that we have for other people. And that really, that's a key. That's a key right there. I know some people do what we do for the money. That's fine. I would respectfully suggest that if you do it for others, if you do it to sincerely change people's lives, you don't need to worry about the money. You just don't need to worry about it. It's going to come, but put the other people first, and you will be amazed what happens to your life.
You know, David, we once you adopted us, and now when you talk about your team, we're your team now too. You adopted us.
That's exactly right. We're all New Age Ariix now.
Yes, we are. And the thing that I love about our organization is that you're coming on here tonight, now that you're a field guy. You don't make any money from my organization. I don't make any money from your organization. We don't make any money from Ronnie, or most of us all have different organizations, but we come together in unity to build a better way.
And I think to learn from each other, to hear what different ones of us are doing. I mean, my gosh, I spent a lot of time I spent a lot of time with you, with Ronnie this weekend, with Mac. I hate it when I start doing this, and then
You spent a lot of time with all of us this weekend. You sewed in outside, and you were on stage introducing a new product. And it's Nucerity was okay. Let's face it. Wrinkle-free, erase, liquid diamonds. I love my double D because I love getting younger. So you're going, and then all of a sudden you're on stage, so excited about some additional products. I mean, what's that all about?
That's so easy. I mean, thank you for the softball. I was just on another Zoom, and somebody said something about Lucem, and Lonnie and I commented on Saturday about how beautiful Fa looked. She's a beautiful woman. She is just an amazing woman. So is Deanna. Lonnie and I had the honor and pleasure to work with them early on with Lucem, and every Lucem product, whether it's a combination of Jove or Nucerity, is better, significantly better than what we had. We are so proud to be with Ariix. And let me tell you about why I said that about Ife. There was a glow about her that she had on Saturday. My sense is she has got to be so proud of what she has accomplished, not proud in a bad way, meaning pride cometh before a fall. But
amen.
Yeah.
The preacher would agree with you here.
There you go. She's just accomplished so much, and everything she does comes from her heart. And when that happens to anybody, I pointed somebody out who I'm looking at in the last call, and it was, well, I'll just say it was Juanita. When someone is living from their heart and they get out of their head and quit confusing themselves with a lot of negativity and different thoughts about this and that, do you know that your heart never, ever leads you wrong? And there are times when I did not follow my heart, when I did not listen to my gut, and I made a huge mistake. Every time.
So you're saying a business person should get out of the numbers and get into their heart? Is that what you're saying, Mr. David Dillingham?
Numbers leave out the most important element, and that's the people. My partner, Richard Janik, my goodness, he never met a spreadsheet he didn't love. He could tie them together for miles. But the one thing that a spreadsheet cannot tell you is the heart of the people, and it's the heart I will take. I mean, we've got some pretty good athletes on this call, and coaches.
Anthony is a fantastic, he was an NCAA runner, track star.
I know who that guy is. I mean, let me tell you what, from the first time I heard the story and watching Anthony, it's like, man, I love you. I do. You're the real deal. And I will tell you, Anthony will take heart over talent every time.
So Anthony, do you agree with David?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And those of us on this call tonight, and one of the reasons that Lonnie and I asked to do what we did? When we started Nucerity, people used to say, well, you guys don't know anything about the field. You've never been in the field. And we would laugh and say, who do you think went out and got all these first people? Who went out and talked to those people? Well, of course, it was us. And we said the same thing. Well, not exactly, but we would tell people, we're looking for leaders. We're starting a company. Do you know that each and every one of you, you're looking for leaders because you're starting something. You own your own company. And it's up to you. You got to have the right mindset, but to me, you got to have the right heart. You got to believe it like nothing else. Once you decide what you are going to do, do it. No excuses. Get the negative people, get the naysayers out of your life. I don't have room for them. I don't have time for them. I don't want to hear why we can't do something, because I just don't believe there's any reason why we can't do anything we want to do. Pardon me while I take a little water here.
So if I understand you correctly, even though, and bar none, we have, and we have seen it, you were part of the development team. You know that we have superior products. You know that they are scientifically researched. You know that they are, that it is a fact of science that not only are they safe, non-toxic, they are the most effective products out there. But even with all of that, it's about leaders growing a business and having the heart to make life better for others. That's what I hear you saying.
Given everything you just said, just like when we first started, we're starting over again.
Now, don't you know you're supposed to be retiring? You and I are at the age we're supposed to be putting our feet up. So why aren't you?
You remember when I said I was in Colorado Springs?
Yes, sir.
All right. I made an attempt to retire, and I lived at the Broadmoor. I was living the life. And a man an older gentleman, there were 3 brothers in Colorado Springs. One of them, and I bet you know them, one of them owns a car dealership, or did, Bob Pincus. I probably shouldn't name names, but anyway, I so respected these 3 brothers. And I was at dinner one night. Bob Pincus just kind of sat and looked at me, and he says, David, I'm not sure I understand what it is you do. And he said, you're too young to retire. And these are Bob's words. And, oh yeah, you're too damn young to retire. And you don't impress me as being lazy. Just gut me. Just gut me. Fortunately, I had just started something new. But I called Lonnie and Richard the next day, and I said, we got to get back on the horse. I never want to answer that question again, that I am not all in at what I'm doing. I'm tired of playing golf. I loved it. I got to get back on the horse. And
so you're going to start building from scratch. I mean, you could like
Right. No.
semi-retire.
From scratch. That doesn't mean that I'll be very candid with you. We've had some people come to us, names will remain nameless, and say, we want to be on your team. No, we can't do that. We're all Ariix. You can't just come over and, quote, be on our team. How can you even think about doing that? Right now, we're just like everyone else on this call. We're making calls. We're following the Lupkin plan that I'm a belly-to-belly guy. I am not a social media guy, or I wasn't, but I am now the combination because I've seen it work so incredibly well. Man, we're on the internet and we're going to get much better at that, but we're contacting people from years ago and we're looking for new people. We are looking for leaders to join us. We have a one-legged team. Bet nobody knew that. We have a one-legged team.
But in Ariix, a one-legged team is still a team that is very big. A one-legged team can still
it can do
make a fortune.
It can do very, very well. But we've got a lot of work to do to get we're so incredibly excited about it. Now think about this, all of you. I made this statement, I can't remember if that was in Todd's room or on Thursday night. You know, we're all guilty of one thing. We fall in love with somebody we're trying, that we want, that we just know they're going to be fantastic. We just know it, and we just keep trying to pull them along because we know they're going to be so good. If they were going to be so good, if they wanted to do it, they would have already joined us.
They would have been as excited as you were when you saw this.
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm telling you, what we all have to do is let go. Let go of those people. If you have clothed somebody 3 times, you've asked them 3 times, don't ask them a 4th time. If they want to come back, let them come back. I'm not going to chase them. I'm not going to chase anybody. I want to find me. I want to find you. I want to find Mac. I want to find people, everybody, Vince. I want to find the people on this call. That's who I want on our team. I don't want somebody, I want somebody that when we tell them about it, they go, tell me more. Tell me more. Have you got time for coffee? That's them asking the question. I don't want to chase somebody. I'm not going to talk anybody into it. And I'm telling you, for you and for them, let them go. We are somebody's miracle. We are absolutely, each and every one of us is somebody's miracle, and there are not 100 people looking for us. There's not 1,000, there's not 10,000. There are millions of people praying to meet us. Without getting too far into the minister's zone here, but let me tell you,
I'll give it to you.
we've got a calling. We must reach out to these people who are looking for us. We must reach out and say, I'm here, and I'm going to give you everything I've got to make you successful, to make your family healthy, to make you healthy. But guess what? The glory is that comes to us as we're looking for these people, and we're going to find our miracle.
Now that preaches.
Okay, well, we're going to find our person that's going to set the team on fire. I hope all of you have had it happen, but when it happens, you know it. You can feel it. I'm going to share something that happened a week ago last Thursday. I'm on my calls, and I called somebody that used to be with us in Asia. Used to be. Hadn't been with us. And I asked this person as I'm talking, and I'm not calling anybody, and on my first, I don't talk about business. I don't talk about business at all. I talk about, how are you? How's your family? How are you guys dealing with COVID? What's happening in your life? Because I want to know. And they know I want to know. If things happen down the road, fantastic. But I asked this question. You know a question we should all ask? I ask this person, say, I've lost track of this one person. I said, do you know how I can get in touch with her? She says, yeah, I'm having lunch with her tomorrow. I had not talked to this person. I didn't know in years. I said, can you share the number? She says, sure. We talked that afternoon. We talked the next day. She signed up on Monday. Brought 4 people with her. She says, she's saying to me, I'm so glad to hear from you. If I wasn't making these calls, and I'm making 25, I haven't reached Lepkin's 30, but I'm making 20, 23, 24 calls every single day. Every day. Now, granted, there are days, like right after I talked with her, we had some work to do, but I still continued the calls. What I'm saying is each of us have an equal opportunity to change our lives and the lives of others. And you know what this lady said to me? The reason she wanted to do this? She says, I'm blessed and I want to give back.
I love that.
I want to make a difference. It's like, that's what I was going to say. You know? But if we do the work, I promise you that you're going to be rewarded more than you ever have been. And I'll tell you what I told her. I said, there's been some changes made. I said, our company Nucerity merged with Ariix, and there are some other companies. And I will say, I don't mean, I just, the people with Limu and Nucerity, now we're all getting I mean, I was like, man, are we with the same company? Everybody's getting the same way. Everybody is getting it. I mean, we're all so excited, but I tell her, I said, we've merged, and now that company, I said, Ariix has now merged with a public company who the CEO was the president of Coca-Cola. He knows these. I've never been more impressed with a group of people than I have been with Ariix. They're the best I've ever seen, and it's all from our day one. What our number one deal was, we had to have our family, our distributors, Ariix had to have the same culture, or we would not be interested. We have always had, and now anytime we can, we will have your back. We had our distributors back, and we're in this for the long time. And I told her, get this. Can you imagine trading your points for stock? I could just wrap your mind around that for a moment. We're with a company now, and we always have been, but now we have this public entity. This public entity that is going to continue to grow. And we are three things. What's important? Number one is distributors. Number two is distributors. Number three is distributors. Same way with Nucerity. Same way with Limu. Same way with Ariix. Do you realize in their brilliance what they're doing is they are bringing companies together that are like-minded as it with our distributors. There have been many companies at one point. I don't know what it is now because I'm not on those calls every day. I don't have to say when I get a call or a text that says, "Can you be on a call 20 minutes?" I guess so. But that's not what I love. I love being with you. I love talking to you. Evan said, "Can you be on a call?" Sure. Absolutely. Because we're making a difference. And when I'm telling this lady that we are going to there, what's happening now is that with this public entity, that they can now, all of us are going to be shareholders. Think about this. Everybody on this call is going to have a piece of a public company, and a company that is run by people who have tremendous hearts, and they care about you, number one. She says, "When can I sign up? When can I sign up? And get this, and can I bring some other people?" Oh, she was on one call. She got on one call with us, a Monday night call. She calls me right after the call, and she just joined. She says, "I've got to get 4 people in 2 weeks. Can we do that?" I said, "Absolutely, it's done." She says, "Well, I've already got them." She just joined. That's exactly what we want. We want us. When you're looking for someone, you're looking for you. Vince, you own the courtroom. Ronnie, my God, you are so good at talking with people and making people feel good. And I could go, if I, and I do know more of you here, but it's, you guys are unbelievable. But some of you miss one little thing, and it's huge. It's huge. You don't believe in yourself. You believe some BS, and if we were just in Texas, I probably would say, use another word. Somebody's told you you're not good enough. Somebody told you that, and it's generally somebody in your family, said, I know what you need. I know what you need. I will tell you what you need to do. Let me assure you, there's no one on this earth other than you and God that knows what you want or need. Nobody else knows. Don't listen to them. I hate it when somebody is in an abusive relationship. I think that's one of the cruelest things in the world. But don't believe that. I'll tell you, from me, I had someone that I really cared about. I was married to her. Lovely person most of the time. And I believe anytime there's a divorce, it's a two-way street. I bought a shirt that was a Western shirt. It was a not just a rodeo cowboy. It was a bull riding shirt. Now, I mean, it was the, PR, what is it? Professional, not rodeo cowboy.
PRCA.
Yes. Well, my uncles were cowboys. I mean, cowboys. But this person tells me, you can't wear that shirt. I said, well, why can't I wear that shirt? She says, you're not a bull rider. You can't wear that shirt. I listened to that. I didn't wear that shirt. Couple of years, maybe 3 years. I never wore the shirt. I know I have immense respect for bull riders. I know them. Was I a bull rider? I rode some bull calves when I was young, but that's not quite the same.
My brother is a bull rider.
Let me tell you, bull riders, love them, crazy as it can get. But one day I was going to an event in Canada. And TL, I thought I saw TL on here, maybe not, but there used to be a Canadian breakfast on the first event. I wore that shirt because I was changing my life. I made a commitment to change my life and not listen to somebody else tell me I can't do something, or I'm not good enough for something, or whatever the malarkey is. And that day, I told that story. I told that story to everyone. And I said, let me tell you for sure, without a doubt, that today I am a bull rider. And that's how I feel, and that's who I am, and that's who I'm going to be for the rest of my life. And I still have that shirt. I don't wear it very often, but when I do, I am so proud. What I'm telling all of you, you can be anybody you set your mind to being. But if you don't do it, I'm looking at Mac here. Let me tell you, I'm just getting to know Mac. Mac's the Marine. I bet there's some other Marines on this call too. Ultimate respect, but he's already done that. But you and each of us can be anybody. But don't say you're a Marine if you're not. That's not a good idea. Don't do that. But what I'm saying in your life and what we're doing, in your heart, you know who you are. You become that person. When you tell your story to someone, you tell it from their heart. My God, I love Anthony's story. And I say that, and Anthony says you can become anyone and accomplish anything you want to. Absolutely, positively, I know it, I live it every day of my life. Do I make mistakes? Absolutely. Do I sometimes get up here? Absolutely. Do I get out of there as quick as I can? Absolutely. Because I live here. And if you live here in your heart, there's nothing you cannot do. Make your decision. I'm going to the top. And you tell people you're going to the top. And you talk to people about, we've got a story here that needs to be told. Well, maybe a little different than some of you, but I'm no different. I put my pants on one leg at a time. There is not one thing special about me. Nothing. Except I know I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I know I'm never the smartest guy in the room. I also know this. I'll work right along beside you just as hard and just as long. You want to challenge me to whatever? I might not win, but I'm going to die trying. I'm not going to quit. I'm never going to quit. I'm never going to quit this dream. You saw those kids up there, my grandchildren? I want them to know that their papa, when he leaves this earth, you say one thing about me. Well, he was a good man. That's all I care about. He was a good man and he did what he said he would do. And that's what you need to do. And don't listen, for God's sake, do not listen to somebody else who tries to tell you what you can or you cannot do, because you can do anything. Please believe me on that. And I had a great conversation with a lady this afternoon. We're talking about belief. And we're talking about what it takes to be successful in this business. Well, one of the things it takes to be successful, number one, be yourself. Be yourself all the time. Don't ever, ever try to be someone else. But it's just like the lady that I reconnected with a week ago Thursday. The only reason I reconnected with her, I was doing my job. My job is to present to as many people as I can, but I don't start with presenting anything about the company. I get to know them first. I want to know who they are. I want to know what their dreams are. And you know, not everybody's going to join us, and that's fine. As this lady said today, I got a lot of work to do. And what we had come to, I said, you need a few scars. You need a few people to tell you no, because it's going to happen. Don't, just like I said early on, I don't care. Now that can come across a little rough, but I don't care. If somebody doesn't want to join us, I don't care. I just want to know now, not 2 months from now. That's up to me in talking with them if this is for them. If they've got health issues, if they need, if they need another gig. That's what we do. Now,
so basically you're saying,
I'm already saying, it's like to myself, I go, you did it again. You just got lost. You
did not get lost. You inspired us. We went over, but I'm sitting here looking at the comments.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting, yes, indeed. Thank you, David. I'm inspired. I mean, everybody is appreciative. It's like nobody wants you to quit because you believe, you help us to believe in ourselves. You inspire us to do what we were created to do. Each one of us on here, I always tell people, what do you do for a living? We change lives.
Yeah.
One story at a time.
Yeah, that's right.
And you know, you were, I believe nothing is by chance. I believe nothing is by accident. I believe you were on here tonight because there were people, I know there were people there in the chat. You just have to read the chat, who are saying you are exactly what people needed to hear, because it's time. And if you can do it, and you can do it all over again, and you can start all over again, then you become a mentor for us, an inspiration for us. And you know what? My brother's a bull rider. I come from a family of rodeo people. You're a bull rider. Because bull riders never quit.
No.
Ever. And the next time we have a party, I want to see that shirt.
It's in my closet right now.
All right. So if you were on the call tonight, are we inspired or what? We went over, but sometimes you just need to do what's right. I personally don't believe that, God sits in heaven with a time clock. It's about what's right for now. And now, take the nuggets that David gave you: love, respect, partnership. If you've tried to close 3 times, move on. You are the answer to someone's prayer. I know this business was for us. Be all that you were created to be. So, get back with the person who invited you to this call. If you invited yourself, if you are already in this business, believe in yourself. Have faith. And if you don't have enough, take some of David's. He's got enough for all of us. I tell you what, there are times when David has really, I just thank you, because when I need that little oomph, you're always there. So thank you, David Dillingham, our favorite bull rider, founder, distributor, and all around guy with a heart.
Hey, don't ever forget something. every day on this planet, even though I know it's perfect, not every day is fun. It's just the way it is. But the next day, I'm better than I was yesterday. So anyway, I love you guys.
That is a great end. So get back to the person who invited you, and we're going to unmute the lines. Anthony, can you unmute?